Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I am breaking down the essential pieces of software that you need to run your marketing business, department, etc. Let's get into it. All right. So the first thing you're going to need to figure out is what piece of software you are going to be used to create content. This is what we're going to call a creation tool. Now, this is a piece of software that helps you create and edit things like video, graphics, any sort of copy or carousel posts that you might see on social media, etc. I'm going to really lean into two here. The first is Canva. Canva is a great creation tool. People hate on it. I don't understand why. Maybe because of the templates, but really it is a great tool if you are just starting out in marketing or if you're looking for a cost-effective solution to go through and create content. Canva has a free and a paid option. There are a ton of templates. There is a ton of preset kind of designs you can use, but you can also get in there and create original designs, and their software is very easy to use. So if you are not a graphic designer and you want to go and create quick, easy content, I highly recommend using Canva. The flexibility of the software is really impressive. It's also great because you can use it online. You don't have to worry about things being stored locally. They can all be in your Canva folders. You can go produce content right on the platform and it'll be there for you to use, download, share, etc. Now, other softwares that I would recommend using, and this will be more so if you are, going to work at an agency or going to work for a brand in a bigger marketing team, there's going to be a couple things. One, you're almost certainly going to have to use some Adobe products. So whether that is Photoshop, Animator, Illustrator, Premiere Rush, and more so in 2023, I would say, learning how to use and navigate things like Premiere will be really useful for your career. So Adobe is one that I think you just have to have basic comfortability with as a marketer. One of those skills that is pretty much a must now. Like, can you work Photoshop? Can you edit, move things around? You don't need to be graphic designer extraordinaire, but being able to use the platform, manage and move things around is very useful. And the next platform that I would say from a creator standpoint that we're seeing a lot of adoption of Figma. So Figma is a online Photoshop essentially. So you're able to put your designs up and work through things in a live environment, which is great for collaboration. Frame.io, which Adobe did purchase, is the same thing but for video, more or less, online video editor. So those are tools that I would want to be comfortable with if I'm a marketer. Looking at free ones like Canva or very low cost, I think it's like $10 a month, to the Adobe Creative Suite, which is about $50 a month, and you'll get access to all of their software. That's where I would go. And then Figma as well, which is great. And if you're on a marketing team, you're going to know really quickly what team is using and what you need to learn. All right, number 2 is a scheduling tool. This is particularly important for anybody doing social. Schedulers are your friend. You want to go and find one that you can use, both that actually schedules what you need, 2 that really allows for collaborations. I feel like in the last 11 years, I've used probably every social media scheduling tool there is out there, at least the major ones. I'm going to break down a couple and what I really like from each one. First, Hootsuite and Buffer, I'm going to put into the same category. They're going to go into my cost-effective social media management tools. They are really good, especially if you're just starting in social, or if you actually have evolved. Hootsuite is great if you're managing multiple accounts kind of under one brand. Say you had a bunch of local stores that each had their own social media account and you wanted to kind of see how each of them should be operated. That is a great place and a great tool to use. Buffer is very friendly from its user interface and is very affordable as well. So Buffer and Hootsuite, I believe, are both under $50 a month for scheduling, but I will get that pricing and put it up here on the screen somewhere so you can see that exact pricing as we go through. Next, I would say on the high end, and this is a very popular one on brand accounts, is Sprout Social. Sprout is great because it covers a lot of platforms. It does have pretty robust reporting. It also has a nice collaboration tool. You can leave notes from each user. It's a very big favorite amongst brand accounts, but it is pricey. Sprout Social is charged on a per seat per month basis, and it can get up there. And a per account, sorry. So if you have an agency, say you're running 5 or 6 clients, it's going to become pretty costly pretty quickly for you as that agency owner. So unless the brand is really all in on it, I probably wouldn't go with Sprout Social. And then there are tools like Later, Social Bee. There's a bunch of other ones that are kind of, I will say, on the periphery. And we actually use one of those ones that maybe isn't a mainstream one. So we use Contentino. I like Contentino. It is the best collaborative software software that I've seen. So it allows me to actually send content for approval to clients. They can make their notes, they can approve content, they can see what it's going to be like scheduled, they see it in their calendar, all right within the platform. Contentino also has very, very good reporting and the ability to kind of brand manage or respond to comments as well. So I like Contentino, and that's after 11 years running an agency. This has been pretty much the best solution that we've found to manage multiple accounts. I think we have about 40 accounts in our Contentino and collaborate with clients. As you go through, you can actually see that the content goes from created to request approval or needs approval from the client, then it's approved, then it's scheduled. So we're able to have those notes and go back and forth on the content right within the app. Really, really allows us to get ahead when we look at our scheduling. All right, next, what you're going to need is a project management tool that you actually use. So we use Notion, but we've used Trello in the past. Other people use ClickUp or Monday.com. I know Microsoft has a product as well. Asana, doesn't matter. Whatever you're using, just make sure that you actually use it. I recommend jumping in and grabbing Notion, for instance, or Trello, getting a free account, getting acquainted with how these project management tools work, and starting to just, actually track it, implement your business, implement your systems into these project management tools, and they'll help you out in the long run. They're great, especially if you have a couple team members. We particularly use Notion. We like that. We migrated there after using Trello for many, many years. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing from a collaboration standpoint. And I also like a lot of the templates that are out there. People have done a lot of the heavy lifting with building systems and templates that you can download. A lot are free, some are paid, but you can download them. They become templates for you right away, and you can start using them, on day one to really help your marketing and business efforts. So definitely get yourself a project management tool. Next, you need a CRM, customer relationship management software. This is where you are going to live, especially if you are interacting with the sales department a lot. If you're doing any account-based marketing, this is where you want to make sure that you are really, really collaborating with your sales team and understanding who actually becomes a lead, how many leads you were able to attribute to marketing in the past, month, quarter, year, etc., and what type of messaging people are going to get as they go through the sales funnel. What are the emails that they're going to get? Are we going to do any outreach to them on social media? So working within the CRM and with your sales team can help you out a ton. You really want to make sure that you're equipping sales with the right content, the right things that they can send over to help get those leads across the finish line and turn into sales for your organization. All right, next up is a email provider. This is absolutely essential for anybody from small marketing teams up to larger brands. We've actually reviewed 8 email providers, so I'll put a link to that blog down below. You can go check out the ones we reviewed and what we think of each one. These are companies like HeyEmma, Constant Contact, MailChimp, etc. We personally use MailChimp, although a lot of creators are now, I'm seeing, moving over to ConvertKit. So you want to go through, see which one works for you. They're mostly affordable if you have a small list. As your list starts to grow, that's where the price can go up, but you would hope at that point that your list is converting for you. So that's what we use. There are a ton of different email providers, and if you're doing large scale email, that's a whole other game. But if you're just trying to manage, let's say 1 to 10,000 subscribers, that's where you're going to be looking at the Constant Contacts, the MailChimps, the HeyEmmas, etc., to help you out and help you run the email side of your business. If you're doing things like drip campaigns in conjunction with your website, then it might be working within the HubSpot system, for instance, to send out that messaging, but that's really going to be business dependent. But you want something in your arsenal that helps you send email. All right, and lastly, we're going to talk a little bit about reporting. This is something, if you are on the marketing department side or the agency side, you need to have your reporting dialed in. I say this all the time, but if you don't have reporting set up properly, executives aren't going to understand the value that you bring to the organization, or it may get attributed elsewhere. Reporting helps you highlight your wins, be seen as a profit center and not a cost center for the org, and ultimately keep your contractor, keep your job. Now, that might be hard to hear, but marketers, our job is to not be seen as the arts and craft department. So that means being able to tie our efforts back to leads, back to MQLs, back to quarterly qualified leads, back to sales numbers, not just, hey, here are my likes, my engagement. If we can start to think about things the way that maybe a head of revenue, head of sales, or the CEO or COO are thinking about things, we're going to be in better shape. If we can do that, we can do that through things like using the right reporting system and reporting software. For software, we use Google Data Studio. We like it because it has live reports. We paid a data company to actually come in and set up our reports and give us the templates one time. And now we're able to kind of implement that across other accounts and hook in, clients when they get signed up. They're able to see all their data right there live. And then we can go through and annotate, and we added notes and we talk about what happened, etc. We also put together quarterly reports that we do where we actually take the data from Google Data Studio and we put it into a PDF, really easy, digestible PDF where we're able to put notes, highlight some of the wins from the previous quarter, and talk about how we help drive revenue, how we help drive pipeline for the business. That helps us keep contracts, because if we're not talking about our wins as marketers, people forget about them very, very quickly. So you might think it's being braggadocious. It's not. You need to go out. You need to brag about your wins. You need to have reporting software that helps you do this. It is essential. All right, guys. So that's it. That is where I would start with my kind of software stack, so to speak, when it comes to social media / digital marketing. If you have any others that you like, let me know in the comments, or if I miss, let me know. Until next time, I'm Jordan Shelton. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.